Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja. We're excited to have you join our mission of delivering free, engaging educational content that helps students like you explore the world around us. Be sure to subscribe for a regular dose of fascinating lessons on geography, science, history, and more. Let's dive into today's topic, climate and ecosystems. Today we're delving into the dynamic relationship between climate and ecosystems. Understanding this connection is essential for comprehending our planet's complexities. First, let's clarify a common point of confusion: the difference between weather and climate. While weather refers to the short-term conditions of the atmosphere, the day-to-day changes in temperature, precipitation, and wind, climate denotes the long-term average of weather patterns over decades or even centuries. Numerous factors influence a region's climate, such as latitude, altitude, ocean currents, prevailing winds, and proximity to bodies of water. For instance, areas near the equator receive consistent sunlight and tend to be warmer, while those at higher altitudes cooler. This leads us to explore how these climatic conditions shape various ecosystems across the globe. As we move towards tropical rainforests, we see one of the most biodiverse climates, characterized by hot, humid conditions year-round and receiving abundant rainfall, over 80 inches annually. The Amazon rainforest, the Congo Basin, and Southeast Asian rainforests showcase an incredible variety of plant and animal life. Each of these biomes supports millions of species, contributing crucially to the planet's biodiversity. But what happens in extreme climates, such as deserts? Deserts experience low precipitation, less than 10 inches a year. They can be scorching hot like the Sahara, or frigid like Antarctica. Their extreme temperatures contribute to vast differences in ecosystems, with plant and animal life uniquely adapted to survive in these harsh conditions. Did you know the largest hot desert is the Sahara? Transitioning to polar climates, we encounter some of the coldest environments on Earth, where average temperatures remain below freezing for most of the year. An example is the tundra biome, which is characterized by permafrost. The ground is frozen solid, impacting the types of vegetation and wildlife that can thrive in these regions. Permafrost restricts plant growth primarily to low-lying species such as mosses and lichens. Now, let's turn our attention to grasslands, defined by their dominance of grasses rather than trees. Grasslands such as savannas and prairies provide vital habitats for a variety of animals. The savanna biome, especially, is known for its large herbivores like giraffes and elephants, as well as predators such as lions that inhabit these areas. These grasslands also experience distinct wet and dry seasons that influence the behaviors of the species within. Shifting gears, we'll explore the Köppen climate classification system, widely recognized for categorizing the world's climates. Developed by the German climatologist Vladimir Köppen in the late 19th century, this system is foundational in understanding climate types globally. It divides climates into 5 main groups: tropical, dry, temperate, continental, and polar. Identifying which climate group has hot, humid summers and mild winters helps us appreciate the diverse environments, such as the Mediterranean regions. Places like California, the Western Cape of South Africa, and central Chile embody this Mediterranean climate with hot summers and milder, wetter winters. Moreover, monsoon climates are noteworthy for their seasonal changes. A fascinating weather pattern emerges from the reversal of winds, producing heavy rainfall during summer and dry spells in winter. Regions such as the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia notably experience dramatic monsoons that profoundly impact agriculture and daily life. Next, let's discuss altitude and temperature. As altitude increases, temperature decreases by about 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit for every 1,000 feet you ascend. This phenomenon explains why mountain climates are generally much cooler than the surrounding lowlands, affecting both the flora and fauna that can thrive. At greater elevations, you reach the tree line, the altitude above which trees simply cannot grow, creating a unique ecosystem of herbaceous plants. Finally, we must address a troubling issue: climate change. This phenomenon is dramatically reshaping ecosystems and can be seen through melting glaciers and rising sea levels. The Arctic, in particular, is warming at an alarming rate, threatening ecosystems and species that rely on ice and cold temperatures. The impacts of global warming ripple across the globe, resulting in frequent extreme weather events and forcing species to migrate in search of more favorable conditions. As we wrap up today's lesson on climate and ecosystems, we ventured from the basics of climate understanding, distinguishing it from weather, and examined various biomes, including tropical rainforests, deserts, polar climates, grasslands, and the Mediterranean. We've also considered the impact of changing altitudes on temperature and the alarming effects of climate change on vulnerable ecosystems. Each detail we uncover helps to illuminate the complex interactions within our planet's environments. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Spelling Bee Ninja's Geography Lessons. We hope your understanding of climate and ecosystems has deepened and inspired curiosity about the world we live in. Be sure to subscribe for more engaging discussions exploring various subjects. Until next time, keep learning and exploring.